Today I got time, cuz.
All you hoes, all of you hoes. Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished?
Yeah, ho.
Gotta know how I move.
Belly full, balls empty.
Grinded, hitting Brazilian dimes from behind. Grinded, hitting Brazilian dimes from behind.
Foreigner.
Little body, nobody.
I got beans, greens,
Perfect.
potatoes, tomatoes,
Perfect.
lamb, rams,
Perfect.
hogs, dogs, chickens,
Perfect.
turkeys,
Perfect.
rat- you
Perfect.
name it.
Here we go.
But I wanted to do hood rat stuff with my friend.
Honey.
What's going on, everybody? Class is in session. My brother from another mother, international. How do you do today?
Yeah, ho.
What's poppin', slime? What's Gucci chat?
What up,
What's
chat?
going on?
What up, chat?
We apologize for being late. Super tardy. It's not usual. We don't typically do this. We're in the middle of setting up some pretty big things in the background.
Yeah.
There's no excuses over here. All we can do is apologize and say it's not going to happen again. But yes, we appreciate you guys still sticking with us, and just stay tuned for some pretty big things.
Guys, we got some stuff in store, man. We got some stuff in store. Ozzy was good. He said, test one. Make sure you guys can hear us. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear us. We got 20 people in here already. Raise your hand if you're in class. Class is in session. Yeah, man. No excuses, guys. But we'll make sure we're on time. Sometimes the teachers have things they got going on. Okay? Sometimes they got shit going on and we gotta do some shit. All right. But yeah, guys, we have some really, really big things in store. We're stirring, we're cooking up, we're stirring the pot, the stew. So just be prepared, guys. If everything comes through, this is going to be one of the greatest trips of all time. And we're going to get a lot of content out of it, a lot of collaborations. So we appreciate y'all, man. Shout out to Mangelo. Shout out to Ozzy Ortiz, Calais God, CJ was good. Soy7 says y'all might as well cancel the show. We never cancel, bro.
No,
we never cancel. That's not going to happen.
We're not fucking leaving.
Yeah.
Our supporters rely on us.
Yeah.
Yes, but like I said, we ain't gonna sit here and make excuses.
Yeah.
We're not gonna give y'all a false story. We're not gonna do any of that stuff or lie or anything.
Yeah.
But you know, it's not gonna happen again. And we're not typically this late, maybe a little bit or something, but we have a whole production to set up for, like I said. But it's never been like this before in the past, and it's never gonna be like this again. So
I'm not fucking leaving.
yeah, we're not fucking leaving. Let's take attendance. Let's see who's in the building. And let's
The show goes on.
Yeah, guys, speaking of production, man, we got these cameras are finally set up, chat.
yes, sir.
So yeah, we're here.
All right, let's take attendance real quick. We got Ozzy, we got Calais, we got Alexander, we got Mangelo, yes, sir, Soy7, CJ Ortiz, and of course, one of the GOATs in the building. He says 6.
Shout out. Shout out to you, King H.
Ozzy said he loves the hat with the shirt. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. Yeah, man. We're back. We are back. I'm in my element. I had to have my green. I had to have a lot of green. Oh shit, Mr. Miyagi, another GOAT in the building.
What's good? What's good? What's
Yes,
good?
sir.
What's good? What's good?
Run that back, turbo.
Yeah, guys. So we are here in Brazil. In case you didn't notice, we went live earlier as well from the beach for about an hour for you guys. Shout out to everybody who caught that and popped in. We were on Copacabana Beach, and it was lit, guys. Super relaxing. The water, the beauties walking by, the booties walking by, the food, the caipirinhas, all the things that you get out of being in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Guys, we actually need to update this number up here because we got some super chats and a Cash App. So shout out to Kev. We're gonna shout him out again. Kev B came through with, what was it, 20? We're gonna put it up on the screen. But shout out to Kev.
25.
He came in with 25 bucks. So
Yeah.
that brings us down to what is that? 1710.
Yeah.
1710.
And then he came in. Some other people came in earlier, so we'll update it. Kev B, yeah, came in with 25.
Okay, Kev B, we're gonna put you up on the screen. Thank you, Kev. We appreciate you. And then Kev came in again with another 10, I believe.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up that other stream while you're doing the
but we'll knock it down.
Housekeeping.
We'll knock it down to the 25 now while we to 1710. But guys, before we go over to housekeeping, we are doing a Brazil Carnival fundraiser. Okay, this is for us going to events. Okay, this is for us going to events. I'm pointing in the wrong thing. There we go. Let's leave it right there. This is for us going to events, guys. All right. So we're trying to get lit for Carnival. We're trying to go to a bunch of different events that cost money, and we need your guys' help to help send us there. Okay. So after today's show really commences Carnival. And that's when we need y'all to support now before it happens. But come Friday, Saturday, when we have our Saturday show, we're going to need everybody to throw in the pot because all the events are going to be going on and we want to hit them up. We got some big things in store that we want to do. And what we're going to do on the next show, the next sit down show, is we're going to let you guys know exactly what we need to get to where we need to go. Okay, so this is what we need for the boat. This is what we need to go to this yacht party. This is where we need to go to Sambadrome, so on and so forth. So we'll set it up. Did you want to bring that up? Oh, we already brought it up. Shout out to Kev. Kev came in with
Yes,
the $25, excuse me. So we appreciate you, brother, for all the love and support. So let's go over to housekeeping real quick.
King H said the headphones sick as fuck. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, man. We brought the whole studio with us, man. We bringing out all the tricks for this. And shout out to Mr. Miyagi dropping a fucking bomb before we even get started. He says Brazil dropped 20 on it. Bring it down, Steve. We're below 1,700 right now.
Yes, sir.
Bring
yes,
that
sir.
down.
There we go.
We got some cash apps from earlier. We got to add in from our earlier show too. So I'll pull those up. Appreciate the support, Mr. Miyagi. Yes. So as Steve mentioned, real quick, one more time before.
1690. I'm my bad. There we go.
Yep.
Boom.
As Steve mentioned, we purchased everything to come down here on our own, right? We just flew from Asia. That shit's super expensive. Flew back to the States real quick, and then we came here, straight here, so that we could be here in time. A lot of people were like, well, y'all should have been there with Rello a little bit longer. We had to bring our asses back here, and that's why we couldn't stay in Thailand longer. We extended it out as far as we could. We still had to travel from Asia, and we knew we were coming here and wanted to surprise y'all. So we're here now, took care of the B&B for a while. We'll be here for a while, chat. Took care of the flights, took care of all that stuff, and we're going to hit up this year some more local stuff. Last year, we did all the mainstream stuff. This year, we're going to hit up some local stuff. Last year, we did some dope collaborations. This year, it's already started out pretty dope. If you guys are living under a rock, we did a crazy-ass IRL stream on a yacht this past Sunday. Shit was crazy. Multiple chicks flashing us. It was 3 of them that flashed me. And then basically I got 2 of them on camera doing it. They were getting crazy. They were making out. I was about to take one downstairs, but then her friend got sick at the front of the boat. And then
she got sick.
She got sick.
She got sick.
She got sick. So she was. Her friend was throwing up right whenever it was about to get good, and
she was throwing up.
Yeah. Yeah, man. King of the sound, or the Lord of the soundboard over here, man. So yeah, so then I hit her up. Maybe we'll link up a little bit. I link up again before we leave. But yeah, man, it was a crazy ass party. We got a lot of dope footage, a lot of behind the scenes stuff. Steve got some crazy stuff on from his perspective, and then I've been recording. So we're gonna put together a video that highlighted everything that went on, and yeah, man, it was a crazy ass party. It was a crazy ass party.
Hold on, hold the phones. King H comes in real quick. Got to stop the show. Said ready for a homoerotic free show. Shout out to King H, man.
Yes,
oh my
sir.
God, where's my sensational soundbite? Because here we go.
Sensational.
King
Shout out
H,
to King
I am going to chop up that. I'm gonna clip that yoga for you.
Yeah, man.
Right after this show.
This is epic, bro.
We're just on the back end setting up a lot of stuff right now, and I'm gonna clip that for you after this show because I said I would do it a few weeks ago, and still hasn't done it yet. Shepard said, "Hey, how is Thailand?" We're no longer in Thailand, man. We're no longer in Thailand. We are in Brazil, the greatest country outside of America. We are here in the flesh, making moves. Shout out to Van Lee, said, "Ow, why you rapping my city?" This isn't your city, actually. This is just stands for Mentuition right here. So the Mentuition Mafia, the Kings. Yes, that's who I'm repping. We got the green M, green and black. Yes, sir. So shout out to everybody supporting, staying up late, kicking it with us. Classic live of all time. I'm clipping it after this show and I'll put it up for you. So shout out to you. All right, can we get into housekeeping now?
We'll try.
Okay.
If y'all keep sending in these super chats,
we gotta
and these
stop the
cash
show.
apps, we gotta stop the show. So
Yes,
we're gonna
sir.
try to get through it. Let's go over that, and then we'll bring up a couple more actually from the last show that we got. We appreciate all the support. Real quick, guys, we do have a locals. That is mentuition.locals.com, guys. We've been more active on the locals. We've been uploading every other day or so. You guys are going to start seeing a lot more content go up. We have a lot of stuff from Thailand, a lot of footage from Thailand, crazy footage. So that's going to go up on the locals, and just stay tuned, guys. But what we are trying to do, guys, again, is we're trying to throw another yacht party way better than this one. This one was fun. This one was lit. You know, we had some pretty girls on this one. Nice boobies, nice bundas with the tats. It's very common here in Brazil that girls have these tats everywhere. Some may call them trashy, and some of them are trashy. But hey, look, it's not going to stop me from smashing, all right? Shout out to our girl, Zaya. Zaya right here that y'all just saw, pretty girl. She is supposed to be making another cameo in our, where's Zaya at? She's somewhere around here. We'll get her. But she's supposed to be making another cameo in the in the near future. Okay, she's still down here in Brazil since this last party. She's been back and forth. Zaya is the one that's behind the black girl with the big booty. But shout out to Zaya. We're definitely gonna get her on stream either here in the studio or we'll go out to the beach. We'll set up an IRL and we'll chill and kick it with her. Zaya is a very pretty girl. She knows other pretty girls, but also she is a passport girl, if that ever existed. She literally left the United States from, she's actually from Chicago, guys. I'm trying to find my Chicago soundbite, but she's from 63rd.
He from 63rd.
She moved from Chicago to Miami, and then and that's where I met her. And then from Miami to Brazil. Okay, so she's here. So anyways, guys, we're trying to do another yacht party. This one was lit. Let's get this number down to 0 and the 17 or 16, what are we at, 1670. Shout out to Mr. Miyagi, shout out to King H, and all the other people, Kev, whoever else has been donating. We appreciate it, guys. So yeah,
Bring that number down $17 more from earlier stream.
Okay, let me do that real quick. Stop the boonda bouncing for a second, chat. We're gonna bring this number down 17. Quick maths. What is that? 1653.
53.
All right, let's take this down to 1653, chat, and then we will continue on going over the housekeeping.
Van Lee says Chicago girls are freakazoids. Remember her origin story. She a bottle girl.
She is a bottle girl. She is a bottle. We're gonna talk about that when we bring her on the show, guys. I'm gonna lie. Zaya, come to the front of the class.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what's going on with your ass. Okay. But I do know what's going on with this ass. All right, guys. This ass is shaking. And when ass shakes, camera goes up. All right, next up, guys, we have our Patreon. That's patreon.com/mentuition. Guys, we're uploading more on Patreon. Fixing some broken links that were on there, but it's basically back up and running. Join the Patreon, and then we're adding more. We're at 107 posts on our Patreon, guys. Okay, and it's about to be like 115, 120 in the next few days. All right, we're just gonna keep banging y'all over the head with exclusives. Again, it's not just videos. Okay, it's gonna be more than videos. We're gonna be uploading. We have job listings, and we're gonna be uploading some more like stuff that you guys can read. I know some of you guys just like to read shit. So what's gonna be visuals? There's gonna be stuff you can read, and there's gonna be stuff that you can apply for jobs. So we're trying to add some sauce to the Patreon. Okay?
Shout out to one of the Mafia members. They just got hired yesterday.
Yeah, man.
From one of the listings on the job postings. So man, we're creating we're not creating jobs. We're helping people get jobs. Well, we are creating jobs too. We got
okay. I'll take that.
Yeah,
I'll take that.
Yeah. So we got some people on the team, behind the scenes. But then we're also helping people get these remote jobs, come overseas, live this lifestyle that they see us doing, become expats, all of that stuff, make some money. So it's not just debauchery. It's not just debauchery. It's a little bit of everything. So
yeah.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, guys, patreon.com/mentuition is where you guys can get all the sauce. Again, guys, we're uploading a lot more on both the Patreon and the locals. Shout out to all the new members. We have our $20 tier. You get free access to some of our not safe for work content. You get access to all of our full uncensored travel guides. You get exclusive behind the scenes footage, exclusive access to our private community, Patreon exclusive content, and special Discord access. Next up, guys, we have our VIP tier. Shout out to all the VIP members. We appreciate you.
Spin the check and get it right back.
You get free access to all of our not safe for YouTube content. You get priority chats on YouTube, access to members only live streams, a list of over 1,000 remote jobs, one free consultation question to answer per month on Patreon direct message, 20% off of consultations, 10% off the merch, and even more special Discord access. Last but not least, we have our all access pass tier. You get one free consultation per month, up to 1 hour, 25% off of additional consultations throughout the month, access to a list of over 11,000 remote jobs. Again, shout out to one of our supporters who got a job recently from those listings. We appreciate you. Access to our personal cell phones, free exclusive member-only meetups, VIP access and discounts on our yacht parties and other events, Patreon exclusive discounts on our website services, discounts on our tour guides, 20% off the merch, and even more special Discord access. And don't forget, guys, to join our Discord, mentuitiondiscord.net, or you guys can go down in the description of the YouTube and you will see the Discord link there. Okay. Also, guys, sign up to become a member of the Mentuition Mafia. You can become a member of our YouTube page, guys. It's only $3.99. If all the other stuff I just listed is too much for you, $3.99, you guys will join our YouTube page. Just click our icon and then click join. And the join link is actually in the description below in the YouTube as well. You can just click it and join from there. But basically, guys, you get early access to all the videos we put out. You get members only live streams, all the IRL streams that we do. We move them to members. So if you, or most of them. And so if you miss it, you'll be able to watch it on the playback. Okay. Our IRL streams have been going crazy.
Yeah.
People have really been liking them. We've been getting damn near 1,000 views plus every IRL now, especially the ones that are super lit. So shout out to you guys for, just chiming in, jumping in on those IRLs, man.
And one more thing too, the person that got that job was part of the All Access Pass crew. So he had already had his consultation for the trip, but you get a new one every single month. So he was going to Brazil, had his consultation already for that. Then the next month, what we did was I helped him do the interview for the job. Well, I helped him before that, I helped him do his LinkedIn page, all that stuff in his resume. And then afterwards, helped him do prepare for the job. I have a ton of things that I can do to help you prepare for the job, especially, you know, the VIP and all access members. I will help you with that. And then because I saw King H in there too, you know, you guys are the people that help us the most with our channel. So I don't mind helping with that. And then help them prepare for it. Then he did his interviews, used the stuff that I sent him, knocked the interviews out the park. And then when he was getting hired, I helped them negotiate and get a little bit more money as well. So yeah,
That's what's up.
I'm really good with that stuff. And if you guys want to do that, hit us up, book the consultation, or just become a member of the All Access tier. You get a free consultation every month that you're a member of that. And yeah, we'll take good care of you, man. But I saw King H down here. He said, I need that updated list. I got you. I'll send that over to you in the Discord. It is on Patreon already. I don't know if you saw it, but I'll send it over to you so you have that. But yes, that updated list is crazy. Yes. Actually, yeah. I'll send it over to you directly.
Yeah, man. Thank you guys.
Sir.
So guys, we're gonna go over a couple videos today. Videos. Let me make sure I got the fundraiser on my shit. There we go.
Black Tiger said, are y'all monetized without 1,000K or without 1,000 subs yet? We're monetized partially. So if you're able to get super chats, you're monetized. So we're that part. We're just not making like crazy amounts of money every video right now. So once we get to 1,000, we will be fully monetized, and we'll get paid from YouTube completely for our videos and everything like that. Either way, we're good though, because we got the best subs on the entire planet. But it'll help us get a little bit more money, and it'll help us to reach more people. We'll get pushed out farther through the algorithm. So
100%. Yeah. Okay, guys, we're gonna jump into the show. We have some videos to go over. A few that we kind of had in the tuck that we haven't had a chance to go over. And then if you guys want, we can open up the panel for a little bit. If anybody wants to come on and talk Brazil, Thailand, travel in general, we'll send the link out. Let's get the likes up, guys. Let's get it to 30, 35 likes. Let's do 35 likes. So everybody hit the like button right now. And once we get to 35, we'll open up the panel. We appreciate, again, all the support, guys. So this first one is from DC Born Rob. More news on Colombia. More sad news on Colombia. But let's go ahead and talk about it. You know, is it time to cancel Colombia, guys? Is it time to is it time to get rid of Colombia? Just throw it out? I don't know.
Throw it in the trash.
Throw it in the trash and la basura. Not sure, because I think, you know, there's just a lot going on there. A lot of beautiful women. But yeah, you got to know how to move, guys.
Gotta know how to move.
Got to know how to move, and this is another situation. All right, so this is DC Born Rob. Shout out to him. Let's bring it up here. Boom. All right, and let me know, guys. Make sure y'all can hear this.
You're watching DC Born Rob, erasing borders. And now, the news.
It is February 25th, 2025, and this is the latest breaking news from Medellin, Colombia, and Colombia as a whole. If you're not familiar with my channel, I report the news for Medellin, Colombia, or anywhere else in Colombia for that matter, for those who are visiting Colombia and want to know what's going on before you get there, as well as for expats who live there and want to see and hear the news in English. For all those who take a second and go down and hit like, cool man said, you all right. That's right. Let's jump into this story. I have one good story, and then I'm going to bring on the Secretary of Security and Coexistence so that he can read it to you in English. Very young, pretty, and all bandits. 4 women who apparently scoped and robbed men in Medellin were arrested. The 4 men were captured in the heart of Medellin. Apparently, they came to do and undo, but they couldn't. The mayor's office of Medellin, in coordination with the Metropolitan Police, managed to capture 4 women accused of supplying scopolamine and robbing several men. The arrest was carried out on Carrera 34 and Calle 45 in the Perpetua Socorro neighborhood in the center of the city, thanks to the collaboration of the camera operator of the LPR system of the 123.
Real quick, guys. So he said that they were using and supplying scopolamine.
Scopolamine.
AKA what, chat?
The devil's breath.
Okay, so I want you guys to understand that not only are these girls using it on men that are coming down there, okay, us foreigners. Okay, and I know what you guys are down there for.
At least while I'm there, I want to get a few hookers in.
You want to get a few hookers in, right? But the crazy part is they're selling this shit. They're slanging it like it's cocaine. Hey, here's some scopolamine. Like it's basically, chat, like a standard thing, right? Here's some money. Here's your hairbrush, your makeup, and oh yeah, here's a little pack of scopolamine for you, just in case you want to scope the gringos.
Scopolamine.
Right. And so, and this is why I'm like, man, like it shouldn't even be a standard package for these chicas to even have this in their purse. We are the only channel that has told you guys that women are in cahoots with some of these club owners, these club bouncers, these taxi drivers. They're carrying around scopolamine and selling it to the girls while you guys aren't paying attention. Right? She's sitting on your lap, right? When you're in a taxi, you and your boy got 2 chicas on your lap. Meanwhile, they're leaning over, asking the taxi driver for some scopy so they can get your ass.
The devil's breath.
And you are sitting there, right? Having fun in the back seat, looking dumb, stupid. And they're slinging that scopolamine, putting it in your drink, and you're getting caught up. So I think you guys have to pay attention to the details, pay attention to the words. They're not only using the scopolamine, they're distributing the scopolamine to each other, and they're building a network of chicas that are trying to rob men, okay? And this is why we say mentuition exists. These travel YouTubers that are exposing this stuff exists. You guys get mad at the KBS travels. You get mad at the mentuitions. You get mad at the people that are going down there doing these breakdowns, or at least showing the streets. Because put it like this, some may say, well, Steve, how does KBS tie into the scopolamine incidents that are going on?
Scopolamine.
Well, I'm glad you asked. It's a great question. Well, guess what? KBS, guys, has tons of videos of Cartagena and of Medellin. Let's just say a girl scopes you, and maybe she pops up on one of his videos, right? One of his videos. Some of these videos, guys, even those walking videos, can be used as evidence. So you could be like, damn, she was here that day. Hey, KBS, when did you shoot that? Hey, that's her. And you guys could, because you might not remember, or you may need a better description or picture of her. Maybe you forgot what she looked like, and you watched a video by a KBS Travels and said, yo, that's her. And then you could report her to the authorities. See, the women don't want any videos to be out about them. And I get it. Part of it is because they are sex working women, okay?
I want some hookers.
But the other reason is they don't want to, it's no face, no case. If I do get you, or I do act a fool, or I do call the cops on you and try to act like you ain't paid me or whatever, you're not going to have no video of me. I don't want nobody to see that, right? So yes, it's the embarrassment of being a ex-worker. But another part of it, guys, is they don't want videos, because if they do decide to rob you, they want to be able to get away with it. Which brings me to the women that actually stole from those guys and scopolamine them on Kick on live stream, which was completely dumb, because they had their face and they were going to go to jail anyway, eventually. But shout out to Cash Travels for seeing that girl walking down Calle 10 and calling the cops on her. But I need you guys to understand this scopolamine shit is real. In our Airbnb in Medellin, I told you guys 3 times already, the Airbnb that we stayed in with the jacuzzi, our host said at least 5 dudes have been scoped there. So
yeah.
International, what do you think?
Shout out to Cash Travels once again. It's crazy because the rise in passport bros going over there. We have the weekend warriors, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you have the expats, the actual people that live over there.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yep.
So you have people like Cash Travels over there. If it's just a bunch of weekend warriors, then you can't really catch them. You can't really do that. Since Cash Travels lives, and those guys that went over there that got drugged were the weekend warriors. Mm-hmm. But you have people like Cash Travels that go over there, make the content he makes, and then he's also able to look at the video that was on stream. He's in parky areas. He's around these places that these girls hang out. And he was able to get justice for his friends. So if he wasn't an expat, he was just a weekend warrior, he's not going to be able to, those girls would have gotten away with it.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, so
it wouldn't. What is it? What do they say on Scooby Doo? If it wasn't for the Medellin
kids,
yeah,
for the Medellin kids, would have got away from it.
Yeah, Scooby Doo, guys, Scooby Doo, classic, and that's basically what's going on in Medellin. It's a bunch of Scooby Doos going on.
Yes, sir. Shout out to King H. He said, if you ain't subscribed, you ain't gonna get the game. That's 100% facts.
Man. Yeah.
Let's sub up. Let's get these numbers to, like we said, we can get to 1K. We'll be fully monetized.
Yeah, we're like 910 or 912. 912 some subs, guys. So sub up, and we will make it work. Okay?
Also, let's get the likes up. Where we at in likes? We're doing pretty well. We got 31
so let's get it up.
People watching right this second. We've had people come in and out, and we're at 21 likes, so we're at a good ratio.
Yeah.
Let's get it to 30. Once we hit that 30 threshold, and once we finish our videos, we'll open up the panel if we can get to 30. We really want to hear from y'all today, and chop it up and answer any questions you guys may have. We appreciate you rocking with us late. If it's not the scope, it's the balconies. Always something. Yeah, man. Those balconies will get you, especially in combination with the scope and the balconies.
Yeah.
King H, also, if I thought you joined Discord, but I was looking for you. I couldn't find you. If not, join Discord and hit me up, shoot me a DM, and I'll send you that job listing on there. But I have you on IG. I can't send it on IG. So hit me up on Discord. I'll send you the listings on there. ASAP.
100%.
Van Lee says, do you guys think the guys are making it easy or the girls in Colombia are low IQ? Because drugging men to get anywhere between 1K and 5K ain't worth it. Well, that's a great question, actually. So that breaks down into many layers. So one, for them, it is worth it. 1K to 5K pays the rent for a long time. 5K there is like 20K.
Exactly.
It's like 20K that it's like enough, especially if you're outside of the tourist areas. You got to remember that our money is worth 4 times as much there. So yes, it's worth it. 20K in one sitting. You know, that'll last you a long time. Their rent's probably like, probably like 400 a month, 300, 200, somewhere in that a month. So for them to get 20,000, like that's a shit ton of money. That's more than their yearly salary on one little hit. So yes, it's worth it for them. And 2, they haven't been getting caught. Up until recently. Shout out to the Medellin government, man. Just, they're taking little baby steps and now they're finally starting to capture these people. We're hearing more stories. They've arrested corrupt police officers and taxi cab drivers and arrested women for committing these crimes. And as I said, the whole entire time, I predicted this last year. I said, as soon as a certain person gets in the office, things are going to change. And that certain person got in the office, things are going to change. They're not going to be able to just have these stories. Nothing happens. Nobody gets arrested or anything. And they're having a lot of these stories. He already got into it with their president, as far as the migrant Colombians that were coming over to the United States. And, you know, if they keep having all these people getting drugged, the U.S. is going to step in and do something that's going to affect their tourism and their money, and they don't want that. So shout out to them. They've done a lot. They have drones. They have police cameras, and they're really trying to crack down on the crime, it seems like, and keep people safe. However, a lot of it is on these travelers going over there. They're going over there. They're uninformed. They didn't book the consultation. They don't have a game.
You should have booked the consultation. You ain't had a game.
And they're just going over there and willy-nilly, no research done. Oh, I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get this cheap Airbnb out in the barrios. They don't know any of the language.
Stupid.
They're ill prepared for these trips going out there, and that's what's happening to them. Or they're just not really good with women, and we're going to talk about that a little bit later, you know, in the show. They don't have experience with women or dating in the States, and they're just thinking that going overseas is going to solve their problems. So you combine that with drinking, partying, doing drugs, hardcore drugs, things like that, and it's a bad combination. So yeah, that's kind of my take on it. What do you think about that, Steve?
So yeah, here's the thing, chat. Okay, firstly, let's bring this up. The average, okay, this is the average salary in Medellin, Colombia, is $1,229, which is 5,390 mil pesos. Okay,
that's a month.
A month.
Mm-hmm.
It's worth it for them to steal.
It's like 15,000 a year, somewhere around there.
Right. It's worth it for them to steal 1K. What did he say? What was the amount? He didn't super chat, but what did the amount he said? 5K.
1K to 5K.
Yeah, it's worth it because that's 1 month's rent or 5 months rent. I'm sorry, 5 months, 1 month's salary, 5 months salary. Let's go to the rent. Okay. Average rent in Medellin is $213 to $256. Okay, for a small 1 bedroom, $533 to $640 for a 2 bedroom. That's 2 months rent in one lick. So yes, they're going to try to steal as much as they can from us so they can get that rent paid. Okay, everything's about money, guys. Mostly everything. A lot of arguments, like a lot of problems that happen, a lot of breakups. Okay, your girl's cheating on you, smashing some other dude. A lot of it has to do with money. And a woman may not think it's money, but money can be tied to a lot of things. It can be tied to an easier life. It can be tied to you being more lit. It can be tied to access to things. After a while, if money's not coming in, and a woman has to take care of things, or she sees that you can't take care of things, she starts to lose attraction to you and respect for you. She'll stick around maybe sometimes for a little bit, but she's going to be out of there at a certain point. Me and International were talking about that earlier, about moving to countries like Brazil and Colombia as a gringo, right? As a foreigner. It's, you know, forget the women, right? Let's just take the hookahs out of it.
I want some hookahs.
And let's just talk about, again, your food's cheaper, your groceries are cheaper, you don't need a car, you cut all these expenses, right? And now you become a person that just has a higher quality of life. You can just go to the hospital and get shit. You can just go get a tooth pulled. Like if you just want to get a tooth pulled, all right, you can go get a whitening or a cleaning. Okay, sure. Not that, oh, it's only $50, $30, $40. Oh yeah. Remember guys, here in Brazil, it's times 6. Okay, times where's my 6? Times 6. So you know, basically $100 is $600. So that's a big deal. That's a big deal. And for them, if they can steal $1,000 from us, right? $1,000 is like $4,000 to them. Or again, let's just talk about US dollars like it was putting there for the rent and for their salary. Still, they're covering a month or 2 of rent, okay? Or 3, right? If their rent's only $200, now they're covering damn near half the year from hitting a lick on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys gotta, like, I'm not condoning people getting robbed in scopolamine, of course.
Scopolamine.
But we have to understand why they're doing it. When you're super broke, you're super poor, your back is against the wall. And this is the kind of shit that you do. And we have to understand as gringos that they're not our friends. None of them really are our friends. I hate to say that because I'm cool with a lot of people in Colombia, but they really don't fuck with us that much. And then you have jealousy and envy. They see you, especially guys like us guys, right? Guys like International and myself, black guys, right? And they're looking because in their culture, guys, they don't see a lot of black people, you know, killing it. So they're looking at you. A lot of times me and International will walk into places and I see them looking at us, wondering how we got there. It's not necessarily a racist thing, but it's kind of like, are these dudes, how are they coming off the street, coming up in here, you know, and then they look closer and like, okay. Yeah, they're gringos, right? They're gringos. They have a Scooby-Doo moment and okay, they're not from here and, you know, whatever. But I think, guys, that it's very important to understand these elements, okay, of why these things are happening. International, you gonna say something?
No, man, you hit the nail on the head. And you know, we talk about it all the time. It's, you know, it's not necessarily racist. We like to reserve that card, but sometimes it's just like you said, they're not used to seeing black people in a position like we're in.
Mm-hmm.
We could just go to Asia, then next week be in Brazil, and in a few days later be in Brazil. And you know, a lot of people are just wondering how, because they don't see a lot of examples like that in their country. So you're absolutely right with that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right, guys, let's play a little bit more of the DC Born Rob video just in case to see if there's anything else he says. Also, guys, make sure you guys send in your support and hit the like button, guys. We are running a fundraiser for over here above International's head for Brazil Carnival. We are here. It starts basically this Friday, and we are trying to raise $1,653 more, $1,653 more to get us to go to a lot of the events here. The events for Carnival are expensive, guys, but we want to bring you guys along with us, do some IRLs, get some crazy content, but we need help from you guys. So every Cash App, every Super Chat helps. Send them in, and every time you send them in, we're going to knock this number down, okay? Appreciate y'all. All right, let me just check, make sure we don't have any more Cash Apps, just in case. Okay. All right, yeah. Okay, guys, I'm checking the Cash App, so if you send them in, I will be looking diligently. And let's go ahead and bring DC Born Roberts back up, see if there's anything else.
FYI, on a side note, LPR stands for license plate readers. That means they're following you from corner to corner, and 123 is their 911. The operation was possible after an alert from the father of one of the victims who notified the authorities of the robbery. According to the investigations, the woman, originally from Villavicencio, Meta, shared with the victims in the 70th Street sector, 70. Upon returning to the apartment, the men realized that their cell phones and their vehicle had been stolen after having supplied them with the chemical substance. The quick reaction of the authorities made it possible to recover the stolen objects and capture those responsible. The women were charged with the theft of 5 cell phones worth approximately 14 million pesos and a 2021 Toyota Hilux.
Notice how all of the suspects' faces are blurred out, chat. Notice that. The suspects' faces are blurred out, right? However, when an American goes over there and commits a crime, Their faces aren't blurred out.
Mm-hmm.
They're automatically guilty. They did this. They did that. It's never they're alleged or anything like that. Notice that when the news stories write, and shout out to DC Rob when he reports some of this stuff. Like I say, I don't know if he's blurring it or if they're blurred out already in the video. But notice how when an American does a crime, we got the face, we got the name, we got this, that. They did this, they did that. That's the language.
Mm-hmm.
But when it's them over there, innocent until proven guilty, and even after they're proven guilty, the face is still blurred out. So yeah.
Yeah, no, I told you guys, I don't really think they fuck with us like that.
Yeah.
So the Colombians don't fuck with us. They don't like us, guys. It is what it is, bro. Not again. Can you be friends and be cordial with some of them? Certainly, but I'll say this: any of them that are like in an establishment selling you something, they're in some sort of business of Airbnb. They're selling you something on the street. They're at a nightclub, or none of them are your friends, or they're just walking around randomly. They don't fuck with you like that. If you are there and you live there and you actually build a relationship with someone there, that's different. But I'm just saying, off rip, none of them are really your friends. And yeah, they're gonna protect their own. It's you, it's us versus them, you versus them, whatever. If you're over there by yourself, that's what it is. And so I need you guys to quit going over there being buddy with everybody, getting too drunk, doing all these drugs, because they're gonna look for an opportunity to get your ass. And that's how I look at it. This is why I do like Brazil a little bit better. I just feel like, or a lot of it better, but really it's just I don't feel like everyone's trying to scope me. I feel like it's the same thing here with the whole, they don't really fuck with you, but not really. You can find really cool people here, and it's just a better environment to be in. Medellin, I feel like when I'm walking around, it's just I'm on edge. People are staring at me. The best part about Brazil is that no one's really
they're not really worried about you.
Yeah, they got their eye on you and they're just watching you. I remember one time me and International went out to this, we were trying to find some restaurant, and we were standing on the corner, and they could tell when you're gringo guys because you just look lost. And I mean, people were walking by and it was just they're staring at you, but they're staring at you with almost this, you're not welcome.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you're not even doing nothing. So, and I get it. A lot of people think if a bunch of gringos come here, the rent's gonna go up, this and that. There's also reasons why they don't fuck with us.
Yeah.
But you gotta understand. All right, let's play a little more. All right.
Vehicle worth 300 million pesos. The capture was placed at the disposal of the Attorney General's office. Okay, so now let's hear it from the Secretary of Coexistence, Manuel Villa Mejia himself, in English.
Highlight two important cases. Recently, the first of them, the capture, which took place of 4 people for the crime of qualified and aggravated theft. The general already said it, how some young men met some women who were specifically from Villavicencio. They were then, on the night of February 23rd, these captured women.
This is 4 days ago, guys, that these guys got scoped.
Because they were precisely responsible for having robbed them. The day before, they met on 70th Street. They established a relationship and went to one of their apartments. They went in and hung out. In the apartment was the father of one of the guys, who later goes out and finds that his son and the friends were disoriented, apparently drugged. So the father specifically alerts through line 123 about the theft that had been committed against him. Line 123 provides some characteristics that allow the police team and the security secretariat at 123 start the search and tracking of the vehicle that was stolen. In the Perpetuo Socorro neighborhood, the vehicle is identified. These women are intercepted and captured for the crime of qualified and aggravated theft.
All right, guys, we'll stop it there. I'll say this, guys. You do have, from what I hear, you do have some time when you're scoped to try to get out of it, meaning you're probably going to pass out anyway. But if you start to feel like fucked up, you know, your fight or flight may try to kick in. Try to get outside or get downstairs to a security guard, call somebody, something. We had someone, I forget who it was, said that they felt like the girls were trying to scope him, or maybe he felt a little woozy, and he hurry up and kicked the girls out. He just got them out of there. You know, but there was a guy on TikTok who got scoped, and he had said he felt it. He felt it, like he just felt he was tired, really tired, but like he knew something was off. So I would say, again, don't put yourself in that position, but it's easier said than done. But if you do feel something, just overly drunk, just sick, tired, whatever, get the girls out of there. Okay. Now, some of y'all are bringing the girls over with the purpose of sleeping over and all this stuff. So you're probably going to go to sleep with her anyway. But, you know, I'm just saying, for some of you guys who may be doing the, you know, hey, I'm a smash. All right, you got to go. And she gives you some drink or some water or some food. Don't take it. If you do take it and you feel weird, there is probably a window of opportunity to get out of, not get out of being scoped, but at least if you're scoped, to try to get help. Okay. And I wish they would make an antidote or something for scopolamine, because at this point it's happening. You go to Medellin, when you get off your fucking plane, it should be standard. They just give you a scope package at this point, man. It is what it is, chat. Okay. All right. Any international, anything else on that one?
I'll say this too, for a lot of the new members that just started rocking with us. We had 20,000 subs. We ended up getting banned because we put out content on how to avoid these situations like this on YouTube. YouTube didn't like it. They didn't warn us or anything. They just struck us down and banned the channel. We still have these videos on Patreon for free for you to watch. You just sign up and become a member, and you can be one of the free members, and you have access to the videos. So definitely take a look at these videos if you are traveling. The free ones are going to give you basic sauce. However, for the general admission tier, you're going to have full access to the videos. We spend a lot of time, you know, putting in some of the most important travel tips for traveling to Medellin and Cartagena. We're doing one for Brazil. We're doing one for Thailand, and different parts of Asia. So make sure you check those out if you are traveling. Like I said, they are free. We just can't put them on YouTube anymore. But yes, make sure you check those out before you go, because you're gonna be able to go over there with a leg up. Also, do research. Check out other people. Shout out to Flyboy. He made, you know, one of the best guides as well. And how to travel was a lot of inspiration for us making our guide. But there's a lot of tips all over YouTube on how to travel safely. And most people don't even do any research, as I said earlier. They just go over there, not knowing what to do, how to move, any of that stuff. And yeah, they're over there, and that's how you kind of fuck around and find out, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a place where you want that to happen. It's very, very dangerous. The next video that we should hit would be which one did I have? This one.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, that one for Mohammed, because it's going to be on topic with that. Guys, we're at like 25 likes. Let's get to 30. So after this video, we can open up the panel.
The video.
Yeah, we got to get that soundbite.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get that soundbite. But yeah, after this video, we will open up the panel, drop the link if anybody wants to come up and chat, kick it with us.
Is it this one?
Yeah, we still have some more content. You can play it from the very beginning.
Okay.
We still have some more content to go over. You know, if you guys don't want to come up, but we haven't opened the panel up in a while, so we want to hear from y'all. If y'all want to pull up, cool. If not, we'll just we got some more stuff to talk about.
All right, here we go, guys. This one is called "I spent 8 weeks in Colombia. Here's what I learned." Let's see what this guy has to say.
Decided to move across the world at 20 years old to Medellin, Colombia. And whilst I was there, not only did it change my perspective on how I view dating, but it also changed my perspective on how I view life and success in general. The most common question I get is, Christian, what was the experience like? What were the women like? What was the scenery like? Would you recommend going as a guy that's probably making money online, that has location freedom? Because there's a big precedent out there that the West is the worst place on the planet. And if you just take your problems and move to another country, that's going to solve everything. If you're someone that is in that position where you do want to go traveling, you do want to be a passport, bro, this is probably one of the most important videos that you could probably watch. Now, the first thing I want to get out of the way is, yes, if you go to an area with a significantly lower GDP, you're off the bat going to be able to enjoy a higher quality life. Whilst I was staying out there, I probably spent around 1.2K on my accommodation for 2 months. Pretty nice flat, pretty big flat as well. Lived in a nice area, very secure area. And I would say on paper, if you're traveling and you're someone that isn't bound by your location, with the right intentions, it's going to be a lot easier for you to lock in and focus. That's initially why I went. My intention was to actually start to explore what life was like outside of the UK. However, during the time that I did stay there, I did see the consequences of the other side of the spectrum. The guys that did go there with the wrong intentions. Now, one thing I've never really understood about passport bros is that they think that being undesirable is somehow women's fault. And I know it might sound controversial to say this, but I do think most guys shouldn't necessarily go traveling until they've got certain foundations in place. If you're someone that hasn't got your fitness in check, if you're someone that hasn't got your social skills or even can control your lust, it's going to be very easy for you to fall for certain illusions that you'll see over in that country. And this is something that only I began to recognize once I saw that trait in other men. One of the main key points that was reinforced to me is that game will always be game. No matter where you go, the same principles are going to apply. But one of the first things I learned about staying in Colombia is that no matter where you go, women will always be the exact same. And some of the reasons why guys aren't seeing results perhaps isn't to do with their environment, the women around them, but more themselves and who they attract. And that's one thing I noticed about myself. Before I decided to even make money online, I made sure to get the foundations in check, working on my confidence, working on my social skills, building my physique, becoming more attractive. Those were kind of the 4 foundational pillars that I wanted to focus on, because I knew that once I'd make money, I didn't want to have that necessarily be like this form of coping mechanism that a lot of guys tend to use out there. I didn't want that to be kind of the forefront of my life, because I realized that realistically having money doesn't inherently make me unique. The thing that is going to make me unique is building my mental fortitude and improving things like my personal appearance. And what I kind of observed from the guys that kind of do it the other way around, because they haven't focused on those other pillars, they become a lot more vulnerable, not only mentally, but also in an environmental setting like Colombia. Most of the time when you're trying to build your career or accomplish your financial goals, a lot of the time your sacrifice is going to be things like dating. It's going to be things like your social life. And often there isn't a direct transition of when you can actually start focusing on that social aspect. And what I kind of saw from other guys there is that they're kind of led down this fantasy, thinking just because you've got money, you're now going to be the most desirable man there. And that's where I believe a lot of guys fall into this whole passport bro trap. Realistically, if you're someone that isn't desirable in the UK, a quick flight to another country isn't going to change that fact. Female nature generally tends to be the same everywhere. See, the one thing you have to understand, guys, is that most women are always going to be either.
All right, let's stop it there. Okay, so a couple of things. It's what we always say. This guy's undertone isn't as bad as normal, but he still is leaning more on the side of hating on passport bros, sounding like saying things a woman would say. Saying guys are going over there for the wrong reasons. What's the right reason? What's the wrong reason, right? As long as you're not doing anything illegal, what's the right reason? What's the wrong reason? Okay, guys are going over there because the women are pretty. They want to go to Parquieres and bang a couple girls from Parquieres. Is that the wrong reason? Okay, especially if they're weekend warriors and they can't actually date any females. I don't think so. For him, he's lived there for 8 weeks. And his perspective is obviously different than the weekend warrior, but even 8 weeks isn't that long. It's 2 months. The other thing is, I think that, you know, he has that black pill kind of ideology. If you build yourself up, you have muscles, and, you know, you have game over everything, you'll do well in these places. No. Okay, what he should be saying is, firstly, you need to learn the language. Okay? Because no matter how much gain you have, if you don't know the language, it's going to be difficult to communicate with the women. Okay, we can do it. As International says, kids don't try this at home. We can pull it off, but most men cannot. You know, the fact that guys are going over there and dealing with women and lusting for women is a problem. You shouldn't lust or get too addicted to anything, really. But as we said before, what typically happens, guys, is men go over and they start with the P for P. If they stay longer, the P for P gets old, as it does anywhere, and you start wanting to actually find a girlfriend, right? Or at least main girls, a rotation, with maybe some P for P in between that, right? And then it turns into probably, maybe the P for P never stops completely, or the side chicks, but eventually you do, as a man, want something more with some substance. Okay, some guys, hey, I'll be here on Hollywood Beach and Cartagena the rest of my life banging these hoes. Some guys are like that, but a lot of, and usually the guys that are like that, chat, are the guys that have already been married. They're fed up. They're like, you know what? I've been through it in the United States. I'm good. I'm out. I've been married and divorced twice, right? I'm good. But I'd say a good majority of the men do want to find something. And me and International talk about it a lot. You know what I mean? So I don't hate this guy's perspective. It's his perspective, his subjective experience there in Colombia. However, there are some things that he's saying that are off. And, you know, in my opinion, and I'm going to correct them based on how long I've been there. I've been there way more than 8 weeks and probably way more times than this dude has. So I can give a better perspective. But even if he were there longer than me, I mean, I told you, we've invited motherfuckers that lived in Medellin on here that don't want smoke. They don't even want to come and debate us. And they lived there for 2, 3, 4 years and no more than us. But their perspective is hating on passport bros. International, what do you think so far?
I don't think he's particularly hating. I think more so he is just offering his perspective based off of the way he's lived life and things that have worked for him. Now, granted, he's like 20 years old too. So, or he's super young, 20, 21, I can't remember. Mm-hmm. But, you know, I would love to have a debate, you know, talk about this stuff. I actually ended up agreeing with him on a lot of stuff on here. And let's watch the rest of the video and I'll give my overall thoughts on everything. But yeah, I actually agreed with him. And I think he's more informed, especially from living there and going over and doing the whole passport bros thing, than the people that just on the outside looking in. Oh, these people are going over there for this. They're going to bring the women back to the States. They're not going to like them. For them, you can't go over there, this and that. Just the same regurgitated bullshit. At least I'm not hearing that from him. And I agree with him on a lot of stuff. There's a few things that I don't agree with him on. We'll talk about it afterwards. But yeah, let's watch the rest of it. I was going to play part of the video, but it's a short video and he makes, you know, some good points. So let's watch the rest of it.
Attracted to a guy that's ambitious, in good shape, and that is probably across a universal standpoint. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Anyone that kind of promises against that precedent, then that itself should be noticed as a complete red flag, because anything that doesn't fit into that first precedent that we've spoken about, the general universal laws of attraction, you have to start asking yourself whether there is ulterior motives. And as someone that stayed there for 2 months, I can definitely tell there were. Now, I'm not coming here to say living in Colombia is dangerous, that you should be careful about staying in Colombia. Like I said, if you're someone that comes into a country like that with good intentions, and by good intentions, I think we all know what we're talking about here. You're going to have a great time. It's one of the most beautiful places on the planet. There's a lot of nice people to me. The vibes there, the energy there. I'm probably going to head back there sometime this year. But on the other hand, what I did realize from staying there is that if you are a guy that is on the opposite end of the spectrum, say if you're someone that is quite inexperienced and you don't understand those foundations, those basic laws of attraction, then you're finished. A couple of things that I kind of realized about women there whilst dating there is that you're going to meet two different separate types of people. you're going to meet a certain group of women, or as I would say, an organization that target a certain group of individuals. And the thing is, a lot of the guys are going to be predominantly white. And this was something that was actually told to me by one of the club owners that worked there. So one of the nights I ended up going on the Provenza, I meet this club owner, he brings me into his place, shows me around, gives me free shots, and we just have this general conversation. And I'm just asking him questions about Colombia, how the place usually operates. I kind of brought up the question as to why people believe this place is so dangerous, because at that point I've been staying there for about 4 or 5 weeks and nothing has happened to me. I'm completely unscathed. Everyone's lovely. Everyone's nice. And he told me the main reason as to why people do find trouble over there is because they inherently look for it. And sometimes they might even look for it unknowingly. For example, looking for drugs, escorts, all of that. He told me that guys that do take that path always have a certain type of look to them. And unfortunately, guys that do make themselves vulnerable and pick that path, that's where you kind of hear the rumors about Colombia being dangerous, robberies, drugging. And what I've learned is that it mainly only happens to people that bring it onto themselves. Now, this didn't just teach me a life lesson about staying in Colombia, but many taught me a life lesson about how it is important to carry yourself as a man. And more importantly, how important it is to control your lust. You see, one of the biggest weaknesses I think a man could have is his inability to control his mindset. It's having a weak mental fortitude and being a slave to his desires. Now, this is where it comes into place where I was mentioning before about guys not being attractive, guys not working on themselves and not having experience with women. Is the fact that you will mainly not know how to navigate certain situations, nor will you have the experience to know how to deal with certain situations. And that is a byproduct of not focusing on that aspect of your life. One of the things I did learn and things I did take into account was the importance of kind of being this all-rounder man. One of the major takeaways that I kind of engraved in my head is that game is game. No matter what you do in England, no matter what you do in Thailand, no matter what you do in Bali or Colombia, realistically, it's all going to be the same. As a man, you're going to attract exactly what you are. If you're someone that puts work into yourself physically, financially, socially, and max out all those areas of your life. For example, if you're a man with money that doesn't have social skills, you're just essentially a rich loser. If you're a jacked guy with no money, you're just a broke jacked guy. You shouldn't inherently adopt a passport bro mentality, because if you're not seeing results from the UK or you're not seeing results from wherever you live, the first thing you should understand is that none of that is inherently going to change. And if there is that illusion of change when you do go abroad and you're somehow getting all this magic attention, you're not really clocking onto the ulterior motive. And that's how you end up another news article. And if there's one takeaway that I kind of want you guys to learn from today's video, is that success in one area isn't inherently going to translate to success in another. For example, building a business is going to take years of mastery. Your fitness, your social skills, your mindset all take the exact same amount of effort. And if you aren't someone that is prepared to accept that, you might end up being thoroughly disappointed long term if you think a change of scenery is going to compensate for that lack of attribute. And that's why I say you shouldn't inherently travel until you have those qualities, because you're not going to get the best out of it. You're not going to be able to enjoy the women. You're not going to be able to enjoy the dating. Once you kind of stop looking for these shortcuts and looking to become a passport bro, and instead start trying to build yourself, that's when you start noticing these significant changes in life. You get the best out of life if you become the best yourself. Trust me, guys, hit the gym, build a physique that actually is respectable. Start accessing your comfort zone. Start actually challenging yourself in other areas that can make you mentally tougher in the things that you're trying to overcome. Even go out of your way to dedicate to having a better social life. Once you start focusing on those concurrent aspects, no matter where you end up going to, whether it's Thailand, Bali, Australia, life is going to be fucking fantastic. Just remember, guys, that game is game. Anyway, until then, I'll see you guys soon. Later.
All right, guys. Okay. I agree with mostly what he was saying as well. My only gripe is that, again, I think that he has, it's not a negative malice toward passport bros. He's saying a bunch of truths. Like if I go on here and say, hey, you could get in the gym and work out, you feel better about yourself. Right. Right. Like he's saying everything we've already heard. I like how he put it together. It's not prolific at all, but it is a good video for someone that needs to hear it. Now, a couple things I want to comment on though about the lifestyle when you go into Colombia. If you are going over there for drugs and all that stuff, he's right. You're in Bajamundo, which is the underworld. Escorts, hookers, right? That is part of the underworld.
I want some hookers.
Okay, it is what it is. So if you are dabbling in hookers, if you are dabbling in drugs, if you are dabbling in some of these establishments and places, you are going to put yourself in a position where something bad could happen to you. Okay. Is there a way to do it more responsibly? Yes. Is there a way to do it irresponsibly? Yes. Right. So a lot of men that are going over there, he's right. They're lustful. I don't agree with them not being desirable. Like there's guys that go over there that are desirable that still want to fuck around and go to Parquieras and go to strip clubs and stuff. It's not just, you know, the undesirables. But yes, if you are undesirable and you don't hit the gym or don't have a confidence to yourself in any country, in any place in the world, it's going to show, and it's going to be hard for you to get women. The other flip side of it that he's missing is some people, right? Some people, they go over there and they're just there to have fun. Okay. They don't care.
We do not care.
Nobody cares, nigga.
We're not worried about trying to build a relationship. We're not worried about trying to get a girlfriend. We're just over there saying, you know what? I want to get some poom poom and I want to have some fun. And I know this is superficial. I know these girls don't like me. I know they just want me to buy them drinks and I don't care.
We do not care.
I just want to have fun. So it's like a female. She just wants to hear that she's pretty. She doesn't even like you or doesn't even care. She just needs attention. Men need attention too. And we like attention from beautiful women. So we like superficiality. I don't know if that's a word, but let's just say this. Superficiality, just like women like superficiality. It's just the way we like it is different. Attention to us is sex or like an act of sex, right? Something sexual. Attention for women could just be a like. It could just be, you know, a stare when she walks by. It could be, damn girl, you're so pretty, right? I don't particularly care if a woman would go to one of my Instagram posts and say, girl, you know, boy, you fine, or, you know, like whatever. Like the likes are cool, but like I want some pussy, right? Like, so I think that he's focusing in on the person that's going over there, has no game, you know, can't get it here in the United States, maybe, or whatever country they're from, and they're lusting after the girls. But there are a lot of passport bros guys, a lot of guys who travel, whatever you want to call them, that are chads. They get girls. They're just going over there because it's cheap, it's fun. I'm a weekend warrior. I'm gonna smash some chicks and I'm gonna go home. So, but yeah, everything he's saying is true. It's a great video.
Shout out to Mohammed. He posted in the chat or in the Discord. So
yeah,
yeah, I took a look at it today and I was like, this is something we got to review. And then after I watched it, I was like, I was thinking he was like you. I thought he was gonna come in on some bullshit, but he actually I agree with a lot of stuff that he's saying.
Facts.
As far as me, one of the things he said, becoming a passport bro is a shortcut. Basically, you're becoming a passport bro to kind of solve your issues. And I don't agree with that. As Steve said, that may be the minority, but the majority of people that we see are people that are in shape, have businesses. Look, guys, you can't just be some bum traveling to Brazil. Brazil is a country where you have to have money to be able to get here, have to have resources to be able to get here, have to have time off from work. And most people can travel there. You can't go to Thailand with no money. You have to have money. You have to have resources. You have to have time off from work, all of that stuff. So a lot of people that we're meeting in these countries, even in Colombia, the vast majority of people we're meeting over there are people that are successful, are people that are doing big things. They're not these losers that are portrayed to the media. So yeah, he's talking about that, but that's kind of the minority. What he was saying about the leveling up and working on every aspect as a man, I agree with that. You should always be working to be better. You should work on your social skills. We live in a day and age now where we have access to the internet. I say this all the time. Don't want to sound like an old man, but when I was growing up, there was no internet, right? So you can't just go on something and research something. You had to go to like a library and hope that there's a book on what you're looking for. Now you can get on the internet. You can literally search anything. You have examples of people that are successful in the area and field that you're searching on. And there's really no excuse to not be successful unless you're just lazy. You know, and there's tough times, things happen to everybody. I'm not downplaying that, you know, life is tough. However, if you are a bum in the United States, in the greatest country where you can literally have so many social programs to help you, different things, clubs, you have governments, basically like the government makes these certain things. For example, like, you know, you had the Boys and Girls Club growing up. That's, you know, a place where you can go and they have stuff for kids and they have different programs and they have a lot of help for adults. Plus you have the internet. Everybody has a cell phone. Everybody can do their own research. Everybody can look things up and become successful. It's by choice, man. If you want to be a bum or you want to be at home playing video games, doing all this stuff, and me and Steve used to play video games all the time, and then we just stopped. We just stopped and our life changed for the good, and we just have just been grinding. Ever since that day we stopped, we just started grinding super hard on different business ventures. And if you do that and you put in the work, then you're going to be successful. If you don't put in the work, you're not going to be successful. It's simple as that. But living in America, you know, is not the same as living in Colombia, in some of these other third world countries where no matter how hard you work, you still have a very good chance of being poor. Living in America, as long as you work hard, you're going to be able to have some sort of success. As long as you're determined and put in that work, you'll have some sort of success. Shout out to Lonnie. He poses, he's making some really good points in the chat, dropping some sauce. He said Colombia will expose female nature. Go to Colombia before you're able to squat 300 pounds. The women there will motivate you to squat 300 pounds if that's what you want to do. I'm just saying, that's a great point. Sometimes, you know, if you can't do something, you know, just thinking about, you know, what you're doing it for, whether it's the women, whether it's, you know, for your family, things like that, whatever your motivation is, that will help you get through those tough times. So I did a poll, no Diddy, and I want to hear from the chat what you guys think. Should you travel before or after you're at the highest level as a man? Should you travel before or after you're at the highest level as a man? Just because, you know, you have the people that say, like the person we watched saying, you know, get your game up, get your muscles up, get your money up, then travel. But then you have people like Lonnie that say you could travel before then, and that'll motivate you to keep traveling. Even before you have money. If you travel with a little bit of money, enough money for the trip, obviously, but you don't have a ton of money just saved up, you're like, damn, I really miss Colombia. I really miss this place. I want to make sure that I get back. Being, you know, away from Brazil for so long motivated me. I couldn't wait to get back, but we just had other stuff to do. It wasn't a matter of fact of money or anything, but it's just more so I can't wait to get to a point to where I can be here permanently 100% of the time. So that's what's kind of motivating me to work as hard as me and Steve work. Just to be able to be here permanently 100% of the time, and I can just enjoy things without having to work as much, and I just have, you know, passive income. I can already be here pretty much, you know, when I want, but I'm talking about I want to retire. I don't want to be just working crazy hours all the time. I want to be able to enjoy myself and relax. So that's kind of my motivation, one of my motivations. But I'm going to put the poll up, no Diddy, and I want to hear from you guys. And we'll also drop the link and open up the panel. And anybody that wants to pop up and talk to us about whatever, Colombia, Brazil, Thailand, any of this stuff, y'all can pop up and we'll have a conversation about that stuff. And we also have some more videos to watch if nobody does want to come up. So it's completely up to you guys.
Yeah. Tap in, guys. Come on in. Link is up there. If you want to join up, we'll have a discussion and we'll go from there. Yeah. So do we have another video while we wait?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. Again, join up. If you guys want to jump on the panel, we can have an open discussion. If not, we have a few more and then we'll wind down. But yeah, man, I'll comment on that. I do think it is. I think you travel whenever you can. Like, don't wait till you get your muscles up. And like, you can work out in any country. There's smart fits and all kinds of cheap gyms in these other countries. Travel because it will motivate you to do better. You'll become more seasoned. When you come back to your prospective country, you'll feel like a new man traveling. So if anything will motivate you, seeing other people do well will be good. But hold the phones,
stop
guys.
the show, bro.
Hold on.
Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished?
And Clay, I see you in here. We have to stop the show.
We got to stop the show, guys. We got to count it down. Here it is. Chat, man. Oh my goodness.
Give me another 30 seconds.
Can we do one more
Give
countdown,
me another 30
guys?
seconds.
Honey.
Boom! There it is, guys. $53 from CBB. Said, let's even that out, man. Shout out to you.
Spin the check and get it right back.
Spinning the check, man. We appreciate you, CBB. Guys, CBB just took us from $1,653 down to $1,600 even. He said he don't like them odd numbers. Let's get that down to the even $1,600. All right, so
Appreciate it,
you,
bro.
CBB.
Appreciate
Thank you
it
so much, man.
Yes, sir.
Let me go ahead and update that real quick. And shout out to you, CBB. Thank you for all the love, man. CBB been coming in crazy.
Yeah. So we've now hit the $400 mark of the goal. What we're gonna do next show is kind of update you on some of the things that we're gonna do, the cost of everything, and we're gonna have an updated bar, so you guys will see a different bar for the next screen.
Yeah.
And we're pretty close to some goals. We're gonna start buying some of the stuff that we can.
Yeah.
Once we hit these goals. So yes, we appreciate all the support, all the love from everyone. CBB is killing it right now. Definitely, he donated 100 one show, and then
CBB been going crazy.
153 right now. So appreciate it, but appreciate everybody that supported, whether you donated $1 or 153. You guys are very important to us, and that's why we work so hard for y'all.
Appreciate you, CBB. Shout out to Clay God in the building. Clay, what's good?
Yeah, ho. What's good with y'all? What's the word?
Chilling, man. What's up with you?
How you been, man?
Cool, man. Just got home from work. You know what I'm saying? Had to tune into the channel and see what's going on and whatnot.
Yeah, man.
What's good with y'all, man? How's Brazil treating y'all?
We'll answer that in one moment.
You know what's good with us? A $50 bomb comes in. Oh my
goodness. That's what's up.
Hold on. Hold the phone. 30 more seconds, guys.
Run that back, turbo.
Oh man, thank you, Kev B. Comes in with the bomb. Yes,
We got
sir.
more goats in the building. Goat of the channel, Kev B in the building, dropping bombs, shooting nukes. Got to drop that number down to 1550.
1550, guys. 1550.
Appreciate the love.
Yeah,
Appreciate
man.
the support. Calais had just, I mean, it was perfect timing. He asked how things were going in Brazil. Things are perfect right now, man. Perfect.
All right, so let me go ahead and knock that down to 50-50. Thank you so much, Kev B. Kev B is a big supporter, man. Huge, man. So we appreciate you, CBB, everybody. Calais donated a big amount in Thailand. Like, we really appreciate y'all, man. So, guys, we're gonna start buying some of the tickets to go to stuff with this money. So we'll
keep y'all updated.
Yeah, as it goes,
we're gonna have
a
next stream. We're gonna have like an updated meter that's gonna go into some of the stuff that we're getting and some of the stuff that we still need. If we can hit these goals, we'll do all this stuff. If we can hit the full goal, we're gonna do a yacht party of our own. We'll leave it up to y'all though. But we're thinking about doing a yacht party of our own. We're thinking about doing hitting Skylar yacht party.
Skylar's the yacht.
And then we're also thinking about doing the main party for Carnival. If we can hit all three of those goals, we'll do all three of those. And then we're making some other moves. We're putting together putting together something big as far as another party that we're looking at planning.
Yeah. So we're trying to get lit for y'all, man, for this Carnival. So stay tuned. And again, every dollar counts, guys. We're gonna put it towards some really dope ass content. Okay. Back to you, Clay. Clay's still in the building. Clay, hold on. Let's get it back on the screen. Clay, can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. But yeah, bro, how you been, man? You know, are you ready for this trip to Medi?
CTG.
I'm sorry, CTG. I said Medi. CTG.
I'm going to Medi too, but yeah, CTG.
Okay. Yeah, man. So what's this is gonna be your first time?
Nah, I've been going to CTG since 2022.
Oh, well then, damn. All right, well, you know what you're doing. I was like, damn, I don't know if Calay's been there before. Have you been to Brazil?
Nah, but I'm going next year. I'm going next year after because I'm going to Africa in December. And then after that yacht party that I saw on Sunday, I was like, I'm going.
Hey, man, get your ass down here, man. Get your ass down here.
Grinded, hitting Brazilian dimes from behind.
I've been telling people.
We're going to solidify your opinion after Carnival.
Yeah.
I already know, bro. Trust me. I'm not going no fucking Thailand, man. Y'all can have that shit, bro. Fuck out of here, dog. I'm not going no Thailand, man. No disrespect for all the people that like Thailand, but fuck out of here. I'm not going no Thailand, dog. I'm good.
Thailand was.
And if I do go to Thailand, I'm bringing sand to the beach. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, Thailand. I think I'll be honest. We're joking. I think it's something you can wait on. It's not an immediate thing. If it were over any other like Brazil or Colombia or Costa Rica or I don't know, there's a bunch of other places you can go to besides Thailand. But I do think, like I said, like I would go back. It's just not something I go back to anytime soon. Thailand is a place I would go once every couple years. Like it's nothing that I would need to travel to multiple times in the year. It just isn't.
Bro, I'm still like getting over a sinus infection.
Yeah, me too. I feel like shit. I still feel like shit.
It's crazy, bro.
And all that happened in Thailand.
It is crazy. And like I said, I've never been nowhere where they don't have sidewalks. That blows my mind. But yeah, man. Shout out to everybody going. You know, travel, go where you want to. It's just not one of my favorites, and I probably won't be back anytime soon. There's a million other places. I wish I would have hit South Africa first. I had people telling me to hit that up, all of that stuff. But you know, that's still going to be on the agenda. We'll still hit that eventually. But yeah, I had a number of people telling me that that's one of their favorite places. And I'm happy we did do Asia though. Japan was crazy.
Yeah.
Philippines was lit. I just wasn't a Thailand fan.
Yeah.
Kev B says, salute. Salute, Calais.
Salute. Yeah, ho.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, it's you know, Thailand again. Yeah, won't be back anytime soon, but shout out to the people who fuck with Thailand. So Calais, so you're going to CTG, and you're going to be going to Brazil, maybe at some point, and Medi in the near future. Describe your first time going to Medellin and CTG versus now. Do you like it when it was in 2022, or since I think you've been a couple times since the first time? So what's your take on it now, that you've seen how it was in the past and how it's and what it's turned into?
To be honest with you, like every time I go there, it's like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't wait to go back. I'd be mad when I have to leave, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of things I haven't accomplished in CTG and Medi, you know what I'm saying? So, because there's a lot of things that, like I said, man, I'm always excited going to CTG for some reason. I don't know why, but I can tell you this: DC is dead, bro. It is dead. I went out last Friday after the T.I. concert at the Wizards game at work, and we was
a ghost town.
It was at U Street, man, and that shit was just weak as fuck. I'm like, damn, like if it wasn't for my boy that came from Cali, Colombia, my ass would have went straight home. But DC nightlife is fucking dead.
Yeah, I mean, DC used to be popping, man. I told you, we used to go to the park at 14th. We used to go to
Ibiza, Capital.
There was a
Stadium,
Rose Bar there, Stadium.
Bar.
There was one place called, was it Cheetahs or something? Not Cheetahs, something. It was something fire. Some strip club called a Fuego. It was called Fuego.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit used to pop. Yeah. Shit. There was damn, what was that other club? Capital, and then they had Capital owned another one in DuPont Circle. Can't remember the name. But yeah, I used to party in Georgetown, Adams Morgan.
No, Adams Morgan. They used to party at Fern nightclub, Ibiza. Yeah. Love the Club, Lux Lounge.
Oh yeah,
DC got some bad bitches though. Like when I used to go out to DC, you see some of the baddest joint, and they got the Ethiopian chicks. Yo, DC, bruh, there's an ice cream shop like in Georgetown, and these Ethiopian girls, I guess their dad had them working, bruh. All of them was bad. I'm like, damn, like, man, I miss DC, but if it's whack now. I mean, I'll be back. I went
to Focus nightclub. I think it's Focus Social Club, whatever. It's in Northeast, and it was weak as fuck. And then we went to U Street, and it was weak as hell. Like, I don't know if the weather played a part in it, but like,
yeah, I used to DJ at this spot called Hawthorne's on U Street. That was like my main resident place. It was like a 3 or 4 level club. I might not be there anymore, but I used to run with these dudes, these white dudes. I don't run with them, but I used to work for them a lot, DJing Fritz and Fritz Brogan and this other dude, Reed. His name was Reed and Fritz. And they own a bunch, just rich white dudes, man, just buying shit up in DC, but they would just throw me in every bar that they would have. And I was just making money hand over fist. Right before the vid-19, I was about to start working at the casino at the harbor, National Harbor, the MGM. And right when I was about to get a job there, COVID hit and I moved to Miami. But I was going to be like a big DJ there. I'd have been fucking so many bitches out of that casino. Oh my God. I had a rotation of women in DC. That was another thing I liked. I had bitches in Stafford, Virginia. I had bitches in fucking out near Chantilly. I had bitches in Alexandria, Bowie. I was around the Beltway with it. I had so many girls. Leaving DC was tough for me. It was tough because dating there was a lot easier for me than it was in Miami. But yeah, man, DC, it's unfortunate that it's kind of dying. But hey, man, Colombia's open.
Yeah.
Brazil's open. There's so many other places to go. But yeah, nightlife in general is dying. Strip clubs are dying. I actually had a video about strip clubs dying. Maybe we'll play it on the next one. But it's just this girl or guy, I think, and girl talking about how the strip clubs are dead now. And like, you know, DC used to be pretty good for strip clubs too.
Speaking, that's a great segue. Speaking of nightlife dying, speaking of strip clubs dying, and also speaking of Colombia, let's pull up this next video. Some bad news.
Video.
Some bad news.
This one?
Yes.
Right, hold on. Let me bring it up here. Hold the phones.
While you're pulling that up, I'm going to go back to the poll. No Diddy. Should you travel before or after you're at the highest level as a man? 77% of the chat says you should travel before, and the 27% say after, or this was at 77 and 23.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I agree. I think that you should. I think traveling will help you level up. You'll become more cultured. You're also going to be better with women. I think, you know, there's not really a great way to really get good with women until you start dealing with them, and you start dealing with many. As a man, unfortunately, you got to take L's with women, man, and you got to hopefully you have some good people around you that help you mitigate those L's. But yeah, as a man, in order to get good with them, you got to take L's. Me and Steve have taken L's before with women, you know, kind of early on in life, in our early 20s.
Yeah.
And I believe that along with other things has really helped us to become really good with women.
Yeah, and I hate to shout out Myron, but shout out to Myron from Fresh and Fit. Again! You know, he has the whole candy store analogy of how, you know, when men, you can't tell them, you know, women are always in the candy store. They can have all the Hershey Kisses and all the stuff they want. When men finally build themselves up, they can go into the candy store, and women always try to tell men, well, you can't have that candy. Meaning we would just want to fuck all the girls we can fuck once we finally get successful enough to do it. And I think that, you know, that's a big thing when you talk about going over to Colombia and going over these places. We just want to have sex with as many chicks as we can. So it's not always the guys that are over there are losers or can't get girls. It's partly just because it's just like, damn, it's that cheap. Like, damn, because if I was here in the United States, I had to take her out on a date, I have to do all this stuff. You mean I can just smash for this amount of money? So it's one of those things that are it's just a different experience for a man, you know, and what we want to do and how we want to win. But we do have some bad news. Okay, let's play this real quick. I'm reading the title, and this is not good. This is from Colombian Guide, I think. So let's go ahead and play this one real quick.
Skip up a little bit because there's an intro.
Wow, my beautiful.
All right.
What's good, guys? Welcome to another episode of my YouTube channel, and today I would like to bring y'all the latest updates and latest news about my beautiful city, Cartagena, Colombia, because officially the mayor of Cartagena and his people, they shoot down the last adult service spot in the clock tower. Let's speak about this and let's jump in this article. The final closure of the last adult nightclub in the history center of Cartagena is confirmed. A court upheld the decision to impose the measure on the place because it contradicts the use of sleeping and the regulation for this type of space. The recovery of the history center of Cartagena took a new step this Tuesday with the closure of the last adults nightclub that remained in the area. The mayor's office reported that the corresponding operations have already been carried out to suspend activities in this space that affect the tranquility of families, tourism, and coexistence. This measure was taken within the framework of the abbreviated verbal process carried out by the Urban Police Inspector 1B of the Ministry of the Interior, who, in a hearing held on November 6, 2024, decided to declare the commercial establishments Omnia an offender for carrying out behaviors contrary to urban integrity related to the violation of land uses and current regulations, for which is definitive suspension of the activity carried out was determined. The aforementioned decision was confirmed in the second instance by the Urban Control Director, who, through resolution, resolved the appeal filed in a public hearing by the owner. Based on the evidence collected during the procedure, it was established that the activities carried out at all mere establishments and carried out at the property contradicted the use of the land for which they should have the necessary urban planning license to allow the execution. However, on January 14, the owners of the establishments filed a complaint against the police order before the 12th Civil Court of Cartagena, considering that their fundamental right.
That's about as much of that as I can take. Shout out to Colombian Guide, because learning a new language is tough. Doing it for 2 languages, trying to learn Portuguese and Spanish the same damn time, it's tough. However,
Can we go back to that part though. He was supposed to say determined,
Yeah.
chat. Hold on, we got to rewind that one time, guys, because
Run that back, turbo.
hold on. All right, guys. So it's carried out was determined. Let's see how he says it, guys. Here we go.
Definitive suspension of the activity carried out was determined. The aforementioned decision was confirmed.
Determined. It's not determined. Shout out to him. Shout out to him for trying to speak the language.
He's actually, making an effort to try to learn the language, learn English, cater to a different crowd. So although we're cracking some jokes, shout out to him, man. He's at least bettering himself. And by doing that, he's able to have a successful YouTube channel. This is why I say it, man. There's some people that are just determined to win, right?
Determinated
to win, right?
There you go.
Determined.
There you go.
There's some people that aren't going to let their situation. They may have grew up poor, or they may have grown up in a country where most people aren't successful. As far as having wealth, success looks different to them, but he doesn't let that stop him, and he's doing everything he can to win. So shout out to him at the end of the day. But bad news for the passport brethren that were hoping to go to Omnia.
We still haven't.
Man,
well, we did go.
We went
finally.
Guys,
club,
every time we've been there, they've been closed.
Yeah, it's an open and closed situation with this club. It's annoying. They're shut down in 1 week. They're open another week. Fucking Danger just put out a video saying they were back open. Now they're closed again. I don't even follow Omni anymore of their opening and closures because it's too much. They're on the main drag. So this is actually a little bit of a falsified information. This is not the last club that still has hookahs in it, okay?
At least while I'm there, I want to get a few hookahs in.
Santa Catalina is still open. And I think, what's the one near NAH? Euphoria is still open.
They don't really have hookahs all crazy.
They got them in there though. But yeah, but Santa Catalina is still there, and I think they're getting away with it because they're just kind of off the beating path. But there still are 1 or 2 in the clock tower that you can go to. But for the most part, yeah, you're pretty much gonna have to go to like
all
Delirium.
roads lead to Delirium.
Yeah. So or some strip club or something. But yeah, that's crazy. Not so crazy, I guess. I'm not surprised, but I think Santa Catalina will close down eventually, and I hope they do. The way they treated us last time we were there.
Yeah, fuck that place.
I'm about to report them to the fucking government. I'm about to let Termeg Dubé.
Yeah.
Dermeg Dubé,
Hey,
let him know
there's
what's going on.
hookahs here.
Yeah. So it is what it is, man. But we'll follow more stuff. CTG. We're gonna be in CTG in the very, very near future. So we'll be boots on the ground and be able to kind of give you guys some more information about that. Calais, back to you real quick, man. So we were talking about the difference between CTG then and CTG now. You know, are you looking forward to this next trip? And, you know, what are your plans on this trip specifically? Do you have any goals, any things you want to do, any girls you meant to talk to? What's the overall goal for this particular trip?
To be honest with you, man, I really want to do ATV. I've never done ATV in CTG, so
okay,
that's like the number one on my list. And then number two, of course, throwing or participating, you know, the craziest yacht party. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. If you guys don't know, we're doing a yacht party in CTG in just a few weeks. If you're going to be in the area on the week of the 16th, hit us up. We're doing a major yacht party, and it's going to be lit. Calais is going to be there, and any of you other supporters, if you want to come, hit us up on Discord, and we'll let you know the details. I had another guy or two or three that wanted to come, but they're not going to be there till April. And I told them, look, you know, maybe we'll be around, but hit us up anyway and let us know. But so there is a lot of interest of people that want to come, but yeah, man, I'm looking forward to that. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be fun and
legendary.
Yeah, we're gonna
legendary.
We're gonna turn up.
That one's
Yeah,
gonna be
man. I know for a fact haters are gonna be.
Haters.
I just want them to be even more pissed, man.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
I mean,
like,
I'm gonna be honest with
you.
y'all. Like, yeah, no, I'm gonna be honest with y'all though. Like, who's doing this? Who's doing it? Who's live streaming this? Like, no one's really doing what we're doing. So I think once the channel really starts to skyrocket, it's gonna grow exponentially because people are gonna be like, oh, this is different content. I feel like, and this isn't just me saying it because we're Mentuition. I just feel like if I were on the outside looking at us do what we're doing now, I'd be like, yo, these dudes got some dope shit going on. Like, they got some dope ass, you know, camera angles. They got some dope ass like these dudes is trying to do something different. You know what I mean? So if anything, you should at least be able to respect that.
Nah, man, like International L says, man, there's a lot of jealousy, a lot of envy, a lot of shit talking. There's no friends in the industry, dog.
Yeah,
man. Yeah.
I have that soundbite, don't I?
Yeah, it's
no friends, man. They smile in your face and
only brothers
talk shit behind your back. No friends
they
in the
smile
industry.
in your face.
Yeah,
all the
Yeah,
time.
man, that's some real shit.
Them
Yeah, man.
backstabbers.
But
Here it is. Backstabbers.
oh, you have that.
Oh
Oh yeah, you should do that on your next soundbite. You should play that hook. They smile on your face.
Yeah.
Backstabbers.
Yeah, man. Them backstabbers. Backstabbers.
It was me.
man.
With me, I would have put that DJ Paul joint. Like when I say weak ass, you say bitch. Weak ass.
We good, bitch. We good, bitch.
DJ Paul, one of the goats.
Yeah, he's a cool dude, man. He's a real cool dude, man.
Oh yeah, Collab knows all the celebrities. Shout out to him, man. He was kicking it with T.I.
Yeah, he was in DC the other day, and I break bread with him, man.
Oh, okay, that's what's up. Where'd y'all go?
He went to like the hood in DC. So
okay,
you know, pulled up. You know what I'm saying? Got some. My favorite album from 3-6 is The Unbreakables. He was able to sign the vinyl and whatnot. You know, smoke weed with him, chilling with him. He's really cool, really down to earth type of individual, man.
Found
but
it,
yeah,
guys.
No friends in the industry.
There it is. No friends in the industry. But yeah, man.
No friends in the industry.
That's what's up, Calais.
Yeah, he was kicking it with DJ Paul. He's kicking it with T.I. I was telling him, man, I was
T.I.
like,
was cooking, man. Like if I didn't have to leave early, you know what I'm saying? You know, I would have, stayed longer. But yeah, man, T.I. was really rocking the stage, man.
I've met him a couple times in Atlanta. Seen him out at a few places. He's all over. Shout out to him. But yeah, Collab. Yeah, he's a
Damn, I don't know I had that one.
Yeah, we like for the Wizards, they have like for every season they have like 3 artists to come to perform after the game. So not only he performed, we did an interview with him, and it was pretty dope. He was really laid back, chill. You know what I'm saying? So it was really dope, really dope.
Yeah, no, that's what's up. Yeah, man. What do you think about Omnia closing? What are your thoughts on that?
No comment.
R.I.P. Omnia, man. It's like you said, it's kind of a struggle club, man.
I don't like
it's
it.
open
I don't like
sometimes and it's closed. I liked it the very first time we went.
Yeah, I don't like it.
One of my all-time favorite pros was out of Omnia, this chocolate dark-skinned chick. I'm about to pull her up. Chocolate dark-skinned chick that was a baddie.
Yeah, I never liked Omnia for real. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. Dolce Vita and Delirium all day. If you know the OGs that went to CTG back when those clubs were open and popping. Those were my favorite 2 clubs. Omnia was like it was a side mission. It was like, all right, let's just go here because we just want to see what bitches is in here. But like, I'm not really like, I don't want to be here. You feel me? Like, I'm good. And I'll step in for a second, see what's going on, and I'm head out because I don't really. This shit's trash.
I liked it because the other clubs back then were a lot smaller. So Delirium was tiny. Dolce Vita was kind of small and packed.
Yeah.
Omnia was called Space back then, and it was the only place that you could go where you had some space. You could chill. You had a section. People weren't all on top of each other. I remember the first time we went, there was this chick that wasn't really that attractive, tried to get in our section. We had to play bad guy and kind of kick her out. And then I ended up grabbing this girl that I'm about to pull up in a second, bringing her in.
Yeah, man, I'm excited though, because I'm bringing like a squad with me, so we're gonna shut that shit down for real.
Mobbing out.
We shutting CTG down.
Mobbing deep. Let me pull this up real quick. Let me just triple check the locals because we always got some crazy stuff going on.
If you play, you want to play it too, or you're pretty sure it's the right one?
This is the right one.
Okay, all right, that's good. Yeah. That was, oh yeah, she was out of space.
Hell yeah, she was out of space, bro. She was cold. I said one of my all-time favorite pros, bro.
Had the tongue ring.
She had the tongue ring, and then like after I can't play that after video, but man, she got in the jacuzzi. We had a good time there. We had the rooftop jacuzzi. But yeah, I love black women, bro. I love black women. Love them. Yes, sir.
But yo, man, I salute to the channel. Thank you for for me to even chop it up with y'all. We definitely gonna keep CTG. You know what I'm saying? I know for a fact, the villa that we're staying, I might throw like a day party at the villa, bring some baddies in that joint. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, man, keep doing your thing, man. Fuck the haters, man. Like, keep doing your thing, man. Salute. You already know on some G shit. Y'all keep it 100, you know what I'm saying? And it's only right to keep it 100 with y'all, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to let y'all do what y'all had to do, you know what I'm saying? But I'm about to sign out. Shout out to the Mentuition Mafia, you know what I'm saying? And I'm Collab God, and I'm signing out. Yeah, ho.
Yeah, ho.
Shout out
to Collab, one of the biggest supporters on the channel, pulling up, kicking it with us. This dude be grinding like crazy. So definitely appreciative of him pulling up, spending some time with us, kicking it. Yeah, man, super dope dude. Can't wait to meet up with him in person, in the flesh, very, very soon. We're doing a crazy yacht party together. It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be wild.
100%.
So yeah, and if you guys are gonna be in Cartagena, the yacht party is gonna be on the 22nd. You guys are gonna be in Cartagena during that time. Join the Discord, inbox us. It's kind of like it's gonna be a more smaller. We're trying to keep the number of guys kind of low, so you can hit us up and see how many spaces we have left, and we'll let you know. But yeah, we're trying to keep it kind of a low number of guys and keep them men-tuition ratios that you all know and love. So yes,
100%. Shout out to Kev B. Says, I'm like Tony Stark in all of the Avenger movies. I did upgrades because I learned from my mistakes. And stay away from my baddies. I'll be in CTG in April. Yeah, ho. Hey, man. Shout out to you, Kev. We'll got to link up with you, Kev. We'll link up with you, Kev, in April or May or whatever. We'll try to definitely be down there. So let us know when you touch down. And yeah, man, that's what's up. And we will make sure we stay away from your baddies. Shout out to Aaron. He says, last time I was in CTG, I met I love big booty Latinas. Big booty Latina has space. Yeah, man, space. Look, that's why it was worth it to go in there. For me, it just wasn't worth it to stay. I would go in there. We would never stay in space the whole night. Put it like that. When we went to space, you know, we'd be there for a little bit, maybe 30 minutes, an hour, and dip. We weren't like, let's go to space, start at space, and then like be there. Like Delirium, you could stay there for a minute. Dolce Vita, you end the night there. You don't even go to Dolce Vita early. You go there like 1, 2, and it's bitches like Santa Catalina does not measure up to what Dolce Vita was. It just doesn't measure up. They're trying to do it, but it doesn't work. They're also hurting for money. That's why they were and getting people to spend. That's why they were being real aggressive with us when we got there. I've heard of some little racism things going on there. My boy 2G, shout out to 2G. He just got back from CTG. He said he saw them holding up black people at the door. They was holding up some black people at the door, and then he said he just walked right in. Like they didn't even question him, search him, nothing. And they were searching everybody, but like if they seen black people, they were like, we had an interesting experience there.
Yeah.
Now, again, I don't like to pull the race card. Maybe it wasn't, maybe it was. Money talks, of course. You spend money, they'll act like they like you. But there's something up with Santa Catalina and black people. They don't even like to have dark skin or really brown skin pros there. And this is confirmed by another pro who told me they don't really fuck with dark skinned people. They don't want black people there. And they don't even want the black working women there, sex working women. So the owner, I think I know who the owner is too. Tries to be very conspicuous. He stands at the front of Santa Catalina sometimes. I think maybe he'll disappear once it starts to get rolling, but he's just trying to make sure everything is what it's supposed to be. But he's probably put the word out to his workers, like, look, you see these dudes here, these kind of people, give them a hard time, make sure they're spending. If not, I don't want them in here. Right. When you own something and you have an establishment, you can pick and choose a lot of times who can be in your establishment. There's still a lot of things you can do, whether it be, again, a race thing or not. Maybe it's not a race thing. I don't want to just go that route, but there's something going on there. I probably won't be back to Santa Catalina again. Maybe we'll try it again one last time. But to be honest, man, the last time we were there, they better watch. I keep trying to tell them, stop fucking with people. You don't know who people are. People got YouTube pages. People can put you on a list. Just like y'all put us on a list, we can put you on a list. Hey, don't go here. Y'all are making money off of us. And if we have enough pool, which we do in CTG, and if our channel blows again, when the channel blows again, you know what I'm saying? I like that though. I want to say that to y'all. I like the fact that gringos and people that aren't from there, us foreigners, we can clap back a little bit. If we build up our own followings, or we have our own establishments or whatever in some of these countries, we can then make the bars or clubs or whatever, the ecosystem good and right for us. That's why Mentuition exists. That's why we put out the CTG Uncensored, how to deal with ex-working women. Because, okay, if we all know how to do it and we can all at least have a little bit of a consensus of how to move properly with these females,
I know how to move,
and these bars and stuff, then there'll be at least be a little bit of a rule book so people aren't overpaying or getting gringo priced. You know what I'm saying? So if you go into a country and there's no American presence at all, they're gonna take advantage. If you go in, that's why guys, look at the US Embassy. There's a reason why there's a US Embassy in mostly every country. Because if you actually need help or something actually happens, you have something or someone you can call, someone you can go to. So I believe that in some of these bigger countries that a lot of the expats, passport bros, weekend warriors like to go to, if there were a number you could call, establishment you could go, or whatever it is that can help you, that would be so much better than relying on these Colombians to do anything for us. Because all they really care about is getting money out of us and extracting. So just food for thought, guys. But yeah, I think we're gonna wind down here.
Yeah.
We've been going on 2 hours. We opened the panel up, and shout out to Collab for coming in. If any of you guys want to join the panel next time we open it up and we say it's an open panel, please don't be shy, join up. We've had a lot of people in and out of here today. So make sure you guys like the video. The Keymaker says, can someone type the name out of this Santa place in Cartagena? I'll type it out. It's called Santa Catalea. Santa Catalea. I think it might have 2 T's, but I think it's Cattleyya or Cata. Yeah, it's either Cattaleyya or Cata, like I spelled it, but that's what it's called. If you type it in, you'll see it. I think they have a Instagram page. Shout out to Kev B. He says, "Oh, breaking news! Relo channel got a strike because of ass grabbing." What the fuck? Ass grabbing? That's weird. What? Because he had a Thai girl on camera, and he was probably grabbing her butt, shaking it, or doing something. Somebody probably reported him. Relo's got a lot of haters. A lot of people are watching. A strike because of ass grabbing is weird. He didn't show no ass. You sure like a girl's skirt didn't come up maybe or something? He's got to start moving stuff to private more. He's got to get his channel monetized and do a members only. And he needs to be going live from like a Twitter or a...
It should be monetized. I mean, he got
I don't know what's going on. He's got so much watch hours. And so he's either not monetizing it because he's not putting in the doing the Google AdSense thing to sign up for it, or there's a reason why he has it turned off. But Relo definitely needs to figure that out. Someone said it's Santa Catalea with 2 T's. Yeah, there you go. So Cattleyya. Catalea without the A. Okay. I thought I had it right. I was close, Ozzy. But yeah, that's it.
Shout out to Ozzy.
So yeah, guys. It is what it is.
Damn.
And I'll hit up Relo on the back, and at least his channel didn't get taken down, because he's been banned a bunch of times, just like we've been banned a bunch of times. Now Relo does crazy shit. He's smashing chicks on camera, and he's wild. But he's toned it down.
People for less.
Yeah, he definitely split people for less.
I'll split people for less than that. You hear me? Less.
But yeah, so he's a little more wild with his content, but recently on his Scott Ensley and his other channels, he's been toning it down. So, and he's telling girls, no, don't do that. Don't do it. Don't pull it. Don't shake it too much. Don't shake your butt too much. So he's been trying, but again, when you have a bunch of people hating on you, they're just gonna report your videos and get you in trouble, and it's unfortunate. Fame comes with a lot of bullshit, and even though Relo isn't fucking the most worldwide known person, which he would argue that, but he's famous in this space and people fuck with him. So,
yeah.
And then the haters are going to try to fuck with him and fuck up shit. That's what happens. Okay. Desmond says, chicks still scoping brothers in Colombia. Yeah, man. It's unfortunate, man.
At least they got caught.
Yep.
Scopolamine, the devil's breath.
Government's fighting back against this bullshit.
Yeah. All right, guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and wind down the show. We appreciate everybody for tuning in today. We are at 1550 for the goal, guys. Shout out to you. I want to get this down to 1,000 on the next show. Okay, at least 1,000, below 1,000. All
And
right,
we'll be
guys.
going live a few times because the next show's Saturday.
Next show Saturday, we'll be going live and doing IRLs before that. So we'll be
Saturday's Carnival too. One of the bigger days of Carnival.
Yeah.
So see what we got going on. We might do IRL instead of the show, but we'll see. We're gonna try to get the show in, at least go over a couple things. But we're gonna have to be outside Saturday night.
Yeah. If we do it, we'll do a show, guys, but it'll probably be a short one, and we'll make sure we're on time, or maybe even earlier on the show on Saturday, so that we can get out, because this is like commencing Friday. Saturday is basically the start, and we need to be there, okay, out and about. So again, guys, before we go over the housekeeping, we're at $15.50 for the Brazil Carnival fundraiser. All right. Guys, we want to hit up Samba Drone, which is the main Samba big concert with the parade going down for like a couple hours, right? Just parade, drinking, bitches, bad bitches everywhere. We want to bring y'all on that. That footage got deleted. A lot of it got deleted because our first channel got taken. So we want to do that again and bring you guys along with us. We want to do a yacht party of our own, where we throw it, a private yacht party. We want to go to Skylar DeRowan's yacht party. We're trying to link up with a bunch of different YouTubers that are here. We want to go to maybe a concert, maybe a Samba event. There's a bunch of stuff going on that costs money, guys. A lot of it is expensive. So if we can reach our goal, we will buy the tickets and go to these places. All right. But shout out to y'all for getting us. We're raised over $400 already, 2-3 shows. So shout out to y'all. All right, let's go over our housekeeping real quick, guys, and then we'll wind down the show. Guys, we do have a locals. That is mentuition.locals.com. This is where you guys will see all the not safe for YouTube stuff. This is safe for YouTube, I guess, but they're smacking butt. Maybe we got to get out of that because that'll get us whatever, right? I don't get YouTube though. Anyway, join the locals, mentuition.locals.com, guys. If you want to support, it is $9.99. It's free to join, actually. However, if you want to see the not safe for YouTube stuff, join up on the locals. We're going to be posting a lot more there. Next up, guys, we have our Patreon, patreon.com/mentuition. This is where you guys will get all the sauce, the breakdowns, the job listings, all the stuff that basically, we don't really talk about on the channel. All the sauce is here, okay? We have 3 tiers. It is free to join. However, if you want the sauce, you got to join up. The first tier is our general admission tier. You get free access to some of our locals content, access to all of our full not safe for work. Free access to some of our not safe for work content, access to all of our full uncensored travel guides, exclusive behind the scenes footage, exclusive access to our private community, Patreon exclusive content, and special Discord access. Next up, we have our VIP tiers. You get free access to all of our not safe for work content, priority chats on YouTube, access to our members only live streams, a list of over 1,000 remote jobs, 1 free consultation question answered per month on Patreon direct message, 20% off of consultations, and 10% off of the merch. Last but not least, guys, we have our all access pass. Shout out to all our all access pass members. You get 1 free consultation per month, up to 1 hour, 25% off of additional consultations throughout the month, access to a list of over 11,000 remote jobs, access to our personal cell phone numbers, free exclusive member only meetups, VIP access and discounts on our yacht parties, Patreon exclusive discounts on our website services, and you get discounts on our tour guides and 20% off the merch. And guys, don't forget to join our Discord. That is mentuitiondiscord.net. And if you don't see, if that link doesn't work, just go to the description of our YouTube description and the Discord link is there. That's basically a free community where you guys can talk about your travel plans, basketball, football, baseball, that pro that you hit last week, whatever it is. Keep it PG, of course, guys, but it's an open discussion in our Discord. Okay. Last but not least, guys, join the Mentuition Mafia. Okay, that is our YouTube membership. The link is also in the description of the YouTube. It's $3.99. So if you say, "Hey, Steve, $9.99 is too much for me. 20 is too much. 50 is too much. Can't join any of that." $3.99 will get you to become a member of our YouTube page, guys. You'll get first access and first looks to the videos that we upload before they go public. You'll get the members only live streams that we move our IRLs to the members only. What do you call it? I'm gonna say we move our live streams to members only. So if you missed the members only IRL, then you can watch the playback on members. Okay. And we're going to be doing a lot more exclusive content for the members of our YouTube page. Okay.
If any of the supporters are in Brazil as well, hit us up in the Discord.
Hit us up.
We'll link up if we can. And yeah, man, this is the calm before the storm, guys. Carnival starts today, really.
Grinded, hitting Brazilian dimes from behind. Grinded, hitting Brazilian dimes from behind.
Starts today. Can't wait to get into the fuckery.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So yeah, guys, again, we appreciate you guys for joining yet another show. And we'll be back again on Saturday. Don't kiss these hoes in the mouth. Don't eat hookah box. Watch out for scopolamine.
Scopolamine.
AKA what?
The devil's breath.
Watch out for the good night Cinderella drug. That's basically the scopolamine here in Brazil.
Scopolamine.
And be safe out there, guys. Okay. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Adios.